everyone, I'm Jenny, your IELTS teacher. I hope you're all in good condition while watching my video. I'll be sharing some sample answer that I have made for this IELTS speaking part 1 topic. I hope that the ideas and the phrases would be helpful in your IELTS preparation. So without further ado, let us begin. The first question is, do you make a list when you shop? Please read with me. Yes. Once in a while, I would make a list, especially when I have a lot of things to buy in the grocery store. However, if I only need to buy 1 or 2 items, I think making a list is unnecessary. Or, well, to be honest, I don't make a list when I go shopping, and it's due to the fact that I'm already familiar with the things that I need to buy. I'm in charge of doing the groceries, so I already know the stuff that my family needs at home. So there are 2 sample answers here. The first one is a yes answer and the other one is a no answer. This is part 1, so you have to give 2 to 3 sentences. You don't want to give 1 sentence only in part 1 because that would be a no-no. You will get a low score for that. Okay, try to give more details. Don't just answer the question. It's not enough. You have to support your answer. Okay, it's either you give an example, you give reasons, or you try to explain more. All right. Now notice that in the second sample answer, I've used some good words there. For example, this one, and it's due to the fact that. Instead of saying, and it's because it's too simple, that's very common already, right? So try to say this expression instead, and is due to the fact that. It just simply means because. Alright? Also, with regard to the first sample answer, once in a while, it just simply means sometimes. Okay, sometimes is quite common. Alright? Now, let us continue. The second question, do you make a list for your work? Please read with me. Well, when I was working, I used to make a list because it helped me to become more efficient and productive. I think it's a must for all employees. Or, to be frank, I don't make a list when I'm in my workplace, and it has something to do with the fact that I'm already familiar with my tasks. Besides, if there's additional work to be done, it's just in my email and I can easily check it. Or, yeah, absolutely. I do make a list at work. And it's simply because it helps me to become efficient and organized. I work in the hospital as a nurse, so a list is necessary for me so that I won't forget what I need to do. So 3 sample answers for different people. I have some students who quit their job because they have to prepare for IELTS. So this sample answer is for those people. You know, those people who don't have a job or who are not working. Okay? It's a must for all employees. So if it's a must, meaning it's required, it's necessary. Okay? Okay. Now here, moving on to the second sample answer. And it has something to do with the fact that it just simply means because. Because is a very simple word. That's only one word. You will give a short answer if you say because. So try to make it longer. Try to say, and it has something to do with the fact that. Okay? So 2 sentences here. Now, here, the third sample answer. Yeah, absolutely. Instead of saying, yes, of course, try to use an adverbs. You know, absolutely, definitely, certainly. Adverbs make your answer stronger. Okay? Instead of because, you can say, and it is simply because. Because is a very short word, right? That's only one word. So try to speak longer by using more words. And it is simply because. Alright? Now, I have a lot of students who are nurses, so this sample answer would be suitable for them. If you're working in the hospital, you can definitely use this. For students who are like working in the IT industry, yeah, you can use the second sample answer. If there's additional work, it's just in my email. Right? Now, let us move on. The third question, please read with me. Why don't some people like making lists? I guess it's probably because they're already familiar with their tasks. Just like what I've mentioned a while ago, in my case, if I only need to buy a few things, I don't make a list anymore. Or, well, I guess it is because they think that making a list is unnecessary and they can handle things on their own. Also, if they make mistakes, it's not bothersome for them because they can just start all over again anyway. Okay? Now, for the first sample answer, if you're going to repeat what you've already said in your previous answer, you can use these expressions. Just like what I've mentioned a while ago, or as I was saying. Somehow it can make your sentence longer, right? For the second sample answer, this is suitable for people who are pretty laid back. So if they make mistakes, if they forget something, it's okay. They don't really mind it. That's why making a list is unnecessary. They're quite random. All right? Now let us continue to the fourth question. Do you prefer to make a list on paper or your phone? Well, I'm more inclined to make a list on my phone. I usually use some apps to do that, and it's pretty efficient because I can easily edit my list. Or, to be honest, I leave my phone when I go shopping, so I just use a paper when I need to make a list. I'm not techy, and some people may disagree with me, but I guess it's easier to have it on paper. Right? So this would be my sample answer because I'm not really techy. When I buy groceries, instead of putting the list on my phone, I put it on a paper. All right? Now let us continue here. Actually, I do it both on paper and on my phone. There are times that I would write on my smartphone. There are also instances when I list it on a paper. I think it's good to have a hard copy as a backup. Right? So this one, both. He does it both on paper and phone. Now, let's go ahead on band 7 to 9 expressions due to the fact that, and it is something to do with the fact that these expressions are just the same. They just simply means because. Because is only one word, you will give a short sentence if you say that. So instead of saying, I like sports because it's good for my health, you will get a low score for this. Why? Because the words are very simple, right? And also, you use a simple connective, which is because. So for you to get a higher score, band 7 to 9, try to say instead this one. Okay? Instead of saying because, try to replace it with this expression. There. I like sports and it is something to do with the fact that it's good for my health. Okay? There. Now the next useful expression or vocabulary is efficient. When you are efficient, you are achieving maximum productivity. Right? That's what it means. Productive, if you're productive, this is an adjective. When you're productive, meaning you are fruitful. Okay? It's a must. This is an expression which just simply means it's required. It's necessary. Just like what I mentioned a while ago, you use this expression if you're going to repeat what you've already said. Okay? I am more inclined. It just simply means prefer. Prefer questions are very common in IELTS. Like, do you prefer to live in the city or in the countryside? Instead of saying, I prefer to live in the city, you will get a low score for this. Try to say instead, I am more inclined to live in the city. There. You will get a much higher score. Okay? I am not techy. The next expression. Techy is an informal English word, so you don't really want to use this in IELTS writing task 2. If you are techy, meaning you are good at technology, you're good at computer. But if you're not techy, well, you are the opposite. Okay? Have a hard copy as a backup. So when you say hard copy, it means something that is printed. Like, a paper or a document. That's what you mean when you say the word hard copy. Okay? So anyways, that would be all for today. If you have any suggestion, please feel free to comment down below, and please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye!